want to say this about Soulja Boy. Y'all gotta give him a little bit of latitude because he a victim. And his book been ran through quite a bit. They was playing tapes, and then the owner of the house pulled out Soulja Boy tapes. That's why he's always able to call other on being a swish. Birds of a feather flock together.
I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka skoosmash. You gave me the ooshka smooaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. I mean,
Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown are back in the news again, and they just revealed the very long list of DL rappers in the industry who've been getting bent over in exchange for opportunities. It's no secret that half of these rappers like men, and that they only use women as a cover to hide the fact that they're getting clapped. But we didn't know just how many of them were actually doing it until Orlando Brown and Jaguar Wright got to spilling some tea. Jaguar and Orlando have been trying to warn us about all this for a very long time, way before any of the stuff about the industry was even revealed. But folks were too busy calling them crazy to even care. However, with everything we know now, people are revisiting everything they've been saying the past few years, and it looks like they ain't so crazy after all.
With a gay rapper.
Yeah, man. And gay, not being just full out gay, but hiding it, trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle, but really, he's a man fan. In the closet, it's real scary, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get into the seriousness of it, and it's just not fair to, other people. And then that spreads because that girl that you might be fooling might leave you and go find another dude who ain't gay, give him the...
Now, I'm sure most of you have heard the rumors about some of these rappers who try to act straight, but are actually DL. One of the first to spill this tea was Wendy Williams. She accused Diddy of being DL after photos of him getting his shirt pulled down by another man in Cancun leaked. Diddy wasn't happy about this and got Wendy fired from Hot 97 and banned from other radio stations in New York.
The story about Wendy Williams. She got fired from Hot 97 because she had a picture of Puffy. So if you don't mind, give me the story from your point of view and what was in the picture?
We were in Cancun. For whatever reason, dude was playing with Puff. He went behind him and grabbed his trunks and pulled them down. Some girls that was taking pictures. They took that picture and emailed it back to Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams said she had him in a compromising position and like it was gay, something like that. She was gonna put it out. Wendy had shown people that email. Puff told Hot 97 if they didn't get rid of her before he got back in New York, that they was not gonna get any music from any of his friends, any of the record labels executives that was cool with him. Everybody was gonna boycott their station. We was out in LA for about 3 days before we landed back in New York. Wendy Williams was in the radio station in Philly. She was fired.
A very homosexual era of hip hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. There were many situations, none of which to talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now, so.
I don't think Wendy realized it then, but she opened the door for people like Orlando and Jaguar Wright to call out other DL rappers in the industry.
Things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, cause man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and people.
But it gets worse. During that same interview, Orlando put Diddy on blast for trying to hook up with him and turn him into his little twink when he was new in the industry.
You gave me the ooshka smooaf, the smooshmash. Diddy. Yeah, son. You know what I mean? You gave me the ooshka smooash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshka smooash.
And
Later, Orlando appeared in another interview where he named Usher, Drake, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes, and of course Diddy as some of the people in the industry he slept with.
You smashed them when it was girls?
I didn't smash anything.
So how you know
we
that?
made love. We made love. That's
Who
why
you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams. what's his name? What's his name?
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
What's that nigga name? Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Usher. Usher's a gusher. And
why you not naming no?
I'm telling you, bro. It's my dad's friends. My dad sicked his baddest friends on me.
Who's your dad?
Lucifer.
Busta Rhymes, his former bodyguard, recently exposed him for paying large sums of money for them to be gay men in his VIP section. He also claimed that Busta used to have an intimate relationship with his lawyer, who's also a gay promoter.
Motor homies would always say, man, you know, we gotta bring some, we gotta bring some, what they call them, I'm not gonna say it over here. They call them fun boys. They'll say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface before, you feel me? And being around him, you hear things, you feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan, you feel me? Like every cookout she playing it, all his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that. Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro.
Shortly after this, an old video of a YouTuber sharing the story about the time Busta allegedly took his hand softly and invited him to join him in the VIP after seeing him outside the club started to gain popularity. According to the YouTuber, he thought Busta was just being kind, so he agreed to go with him, but Busta had other plans.
I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now, I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black, just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand. And he says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section, you know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in, you know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet.
Now, let's talk about Jaguar. She's also been vocal about the DL rappers in the industry and how they exploit younger rappers who need help to advance their careers. She recently accused 50 Cent of allegedly being involved with Soulja Boy. But wait, there's more. Not long ago, she spilled the tea about Diddy and Will Smith allegedly pressuring Meek Mill and Brashear Gray into questionable situations. According to Jaguar, Will mentored Brashear, but then pressured him into things he didn't want to do. She even mentioned an incident where Brashear was heard screaming while running from Will Smith's house.
Well, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills. Bashir Gray. Left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a doctor.
Speaking of Meek, he got exposed for questionable behavior when he was mentioned in one of Diddy's lawsuits as someone Diddy slept with. Then an audio of Meek allegedly with Diddy surfaced, with Meek screaming. It was disturbing.
It was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. I don't drink, so I was playing that shit off like I don't drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like, this Diddy.
Everybody kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion.
Remember that video of Meek in the pool looking uncomfortable while Diddy recorded and called him daddy? Despite reports suggesting Diddy's ex-bodyguard leaked the audio.
What's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Jaguar later claimed Nicki Minaj was behind it. But even before naming these rappers, Diddy has always been a topic for Jaguar.
Man.
And then Milk running the around, talking about expensive pain
Now,
in his ass.
wait, this is Philly you're talking about now. Wait a minute, Jack.
Meek.
Wait a minute.
He's a f***ing Fruit Loop. He Diddy-fied.
This is Philly.
He's a deep fried period. He Diddy-fied. He Diddy-fried. He the Diddy do-I-bop. Meek. Real rap.
You think that audio that they put out was real?
Yeah, that was him. Nicki put that out there. That Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas.
Man.
She been waiting to drop that shit on Meek.
Oh, man.
She just wasn't gonna tell nobody it was Diddy. But now that Diddy out there, why not?
So then who's the guy who's claiming he recorded it?
Oh, somebody that got paid?
Yeah, he said like I was standing
somebody
outside the door.
that got
paid.
Yeah.
After Diddy managed to silence Wendy Williams about his DL activities, Jaguar spoke up. She once mentioned a lawyer who worked for Diddy walking in on Christopher Williams performing a sexual act on Diddy in his office. Jaguar claimed Diddy coerced Christopher into doing it for a demo record deal. Knowing Christopher was straight, there have been rumors about Diddy spending time with The Game, especially after The Game mentioned they were supposed to work on an album together.
Williams, I don't know, I guess he wanted to sign. I don't know what happened. But Puff was supposed to be giving him a demo deal, and he gave him a demo deal, and I guess it was supposed to turn into an album deal, which that never happened. But this young woman walked in to get approval on some paperwork. See? And when she walked in, the door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. And when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing on Puff. Now, from what she said to me, it was disturbing because, you know, they didn't stop. She just walked out and she just kept her head down at the office the rest of the day, I believe it was. And I don't think it was at the end of business day that day, but I think it was the following day. He came into her office and was like, yeah, so you came in there, so what? What you gonna do? You wanna say something? And she was like, oh no, she was like, I just don't understand why you left the door unlocked. If you were in there doing that, why would you leave the door unlocked? He said, I'll do whatever the f I want to do in my building. And I just don't know. He was like, it's power, see? I can make a man, he said, if I can make a man suck my I can make people do anything.
Instead of being in the studio, Diddy flew him to various locations worldwide for parties, including Atlanta. Diddy treated them to shopping sprees and expensive gifts like fancy watches and blinged out chains. We all know what happens at Diddy's parties. He doesn't just take anyone shopping unless he has other intentions. Remember when 50
Started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I with your demo. You know, bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo, we ever gonna rap? Like, nah.
Y'all was doing it for 2 years.
Yo, but the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy, pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy.
Wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just, you know.
Okay, but I mean, Puffy was a huge deal back then.
Still a huge deal.
I mean, he's still a huge deal, but he's not doing music anymore,
right,
is what I'm saying. Back then, Bad Boy was on fire, and he's running around with you. And, you know, Puffy's a busy guy.
I was running around with him.
Yeah. You were running around with him.
Right.
Was he talking about signing you, or what exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me. He just, you know, he was moving around. Like, he had the restaurant Justin's in Atlanta, so we was in and out of that. A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V and, you know, Big Wolf and, you know, Fab and Jeezy was just, you know, I mean, Fab was already on. Jeezy was coming of age. But we just partied, man.
50 Cent called out Diddy for trying to make him his boy toy after offering to go shopping.
Then Puff was like, first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or something? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, what this just say?
Then there's YK Osiris, who allegedly went to Jamaica with Diddy, promising to boost his career. Rumors started circulating in 2021 when they were spotted vacationing together. YK posted photos of Diddy shirtless by the pool and getting a massage while naked. Some found the photos suspicious, questioning why there were no signs of females or family in the pictures. YK's financial struggles also raised eyebrows. He couldn't afford such a trip without sponsorship.
Yes, man, I sold my Lamborghini, I sold my Rolls Royce, I sold my Cadillacs. Yes, sirski. I ain't gonna lie, this thing humble yourself. I ain't gonna cap to you. I got a floss for you niggas, bro. Nigga already got it, I ain't got a floss for you niggas, man. If y'all gonna think what y'all wanna think. If I do got it, don't got it. Y'all gonna think what y'all wanna think. I love this Honda. Shit, I ain't riding the Lamborghini, I got a floss for you. That's what's wrong with you. Y'all feel like y'all got a floss for the Instagram, man. F them, man. Y'all don't floss for no dumb Instagram. They gonna think what the fuck they wanna think. Lie. I had to sit back, I had to relax and look at the world like, Osiris, you forgot who the fuck you are. You forgot where the fuck you came from. Fuck a Lambo, fuck a Rolls Royce. Remember where you came from. Don't get lost in the sauce. Get this music, drop this music, and get this
YK's baby mama worsened things for him by sharing on her IG stories that she ended their relationship after finding him in bed with another man. She said, "Stop asking me what happened with my baby daddy. I caught him with a man." Now let's be clear, nobody is criticizing Diddy or any of these rappers for being gay. The concern arises from their abuse of power, pressuring young men into unwanted intimate encounters. Having preferences is one thing, but using influence to manipulate others is another. People had various reactions, with some quoting, "What goes around comes around," and others expressing sympathy for Orlando's past. What are your thoughts on Orlando and Jaguar exposing DL rappers? Do you believe Diddy is at the forefront of such activities? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to check out this other intriguing video.